Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk Stamps. Today, I am really excited to share with you this wonderful website that catalogs all Jordanian postage stamps from the 1920s to the present. This website has helped me tremendously in my personal stamp journey as I've decided to focus and specialize in Jordanian postage stamps. It is a meticulous labor of love that the site's administrator, Mahdi Beseso, has undertaken along with other philatelists to help make this site possible. The great thing about this website is you don't necessarily have to be interested in Jordanian postage stamps, but as long as you're interested more broadly in philately, stamp collecting, and even history and geography, I guarantee you will find something special about this website. If you haven't already done so, you will want to access the website by typing in jordanstamps.com, and that takes you to the page that we're looking at right now. We're at the home page where you will find some information about the website and how to use it, as well as some contact information if you wish to reach out to the website's administrator. On the left-hand side of the screen, there are three distinct categories: postage stamps, which are arranged by year and will include Jordanian commemorative and definitive postage stamps. Underneath that, you will find information on revenue stamps from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. And below that, you will find some very helpful resources, books, and articles specifically written about postage stamps from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. So let's jump right in and start exploring this website. I want to first start by looking at the top left-hand side of the page under postage stamps. Let's look at the first entry, 1920s, and click on that to see what comes up. I am recording this on my iPad, so I hope that you see everything that I see as I record this screen. But just in case you don't, if you do access this website on your computer or mobile device, you will see the same things that I see and am narrating out loud. So just bear with me in case you don't see on your screen the drop down. When you click on a year, it does drop down year by year and shows the different sets that exist of Jordanian stamps. So I clicked on 1920s, and I'm going to click on the first drop down date, which is the year 1920. And when you click on that, it gives you three different sets of stamps that were issued in that specific year. So I'm going to click under the 1920 set on the first one that comes up, which says overprinted Palestine EEF stamps. And when I click on that, it takes us to all the stamps that were issued from this series in 1920. So you can see all the stamps have been uploaded and cataloged with all the relevant information that we need to better know and understand this particular stamp series. So once again, what we're looking at in the year 1920 is a series titled Overprinted Palestine EEF, and EEF stands for Egyptian Expeditionary Force. Keep in mind that Transjordan, the precursor to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, was established in 1921. This year is 1920, and Jordan itself did not gain independence until 1946. So Jordan at this stage did not issue its own postage stamps. And we can see that all the relevant information from this series is documented for us. So we get the denomination, we get the description of this stamp, which reads in English overprint east of Jordan. We have the information about color and perforation gauge, as well as when this stamp was issued, which is November 1920. We have information about the catalog number listings from both the Stanley Gibbons catalog and the Scott catalog, which is really helpful as we organize our stamp collection. And we also have information about the catalog value. So this is really important, really helpful for any stamp collector that is interested in the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, that these administrators of the website and those who've helped create this website have donated their time and knowledge to provide images and descriptions of every stamp from Jordan. And this website also has another wonderful feature. If you want to zoom in for a closer look, all you need to do is either tap with your finger if you're on a mobile device, or click on the individual stamp with your cursor on your desktop, and it takes you to a new page where you can zoom in for a closer look to examine the stamp. That's really terrific. So let's continue exploring this website and see what we find. Now, I had briefly mentioned that Jordan achieved independence from the United Kingdom in 1946, so I'm interested to find out what kind of postage stamps were issued from that year. So to do that, let's look once again on the left-hand side of the screen and search under the 1940s entry. I clicked on that, and there's a drop down of several years in the 1940s decade. There's 1942, 44, there's 1946, and we can see that there was one set of postage stamps issued from that particular year. So I'm going to click on 1946, and the one set or series that we see is titled National Independence of Jordan, and there's 19 stamps from this series. So let's click on that. And that takes us to a beautiful set of Jordanian postage stamps commemorating Jordan's independence from the United Kingdom. And this has all the relevant information that we need. It has the denomination information, it has the description, the color of each stamp, the perforation gauge, when it was issued. In this case, this stamp was issued on May 25th, 1946. It has the Stanley Gibbons catalog number, as well as the Scott catalog number if you want to organize stamps from this period in your collection. And it has the catalog value. So why don't we click on one of these stamps to zoom in to have a better look. It takes us once again to a new page where we can zoom in and have a closer look at this beautiful postage stamp. Now that we've had a look at some stamps from the 20th century, why don't we try and find some stamps from the 21st century? So we're going to want to scroll down from the 1900s into the 2000s. I'm going to click on 2000s, and let's look under 2003, where there are 7 sets issued from that year. And let's select Hashemite Dynasty. It says that there were 6 stamps issued from this series. And this is a really beautiful series of postage stamps that were issued in 2003 to commemorate the Hashemite rulers, the Hashemite monarchy of Jordan. And it starts with Sharif Hussein, going down to King Abdullah, the first emir, the first king of Jordan, with his son Talal and King Hussein, as well as the current king of Jordan, King Abdullah II. And this is just a really beautiful example of some postage stamps issued from Jordan. There's also a nice stamp sheet that if we click on, you can see all the Hashemite rulers from this set. Really nice. So now what I would like to do is, we can see that there's revenue stamps here, but I also wanted to show some of the resources. If we select under resources, articles and books, it takes us to a series of articles and books about the postage stamp history of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Here, the books go back to the 1950s, and you can see that some of the books are written in English, others are written in Arabic. And that's just really nice that these resources have been compiled to help give us a better sense of the history behind postage stamps from Jordan. There's also articles that go back to the 1930s about postage stamp history in Jordan. And there are PDF downloadable files that are attached. So if we clicked on, I don't know, say the first one, it links us right to a story about Jordanian postage stamps. And there you can see right here and read about more of the background and history of Jordanian stamps. So, again, a really tremendous resource for stamp enthusiasts and philatelists. As you can see, there's a lot of interesting information in this website, but I'll go ahead and stop here for now, and I'll give you time to go explore this wonderful site on your own. So let me know what you think. Did you find this tutorial useful? If so, please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe button. That really goes a long way in helping me grow this channel. And if you value content like this, please share your thoughts with me. And until next time, happy stamping!